Hey guys, this is Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another One Piece anime episode review for you guys. As we are back with the more One Piece anime, continuing the Wano arc. And this episode was just all over the place. I'm not meaning that in a bad way, but I'm just meaning we're just shifting all over the battlefield and stuff like that. So we see what's going on, and then we see the ending or the conclusion of the fact that you don't piss off Nami when it comes to hitting kids. We know she gets very protective when it comes to hitting kids, just from her incidents of knowing what it's like to be abused and stuff like that. Anyways, anyways, let's get this episode started off. So, my God. Holy hell. Anyways. The episode starts off with the scabbards. And they're pretty much just acknowledging the fact that right now what's going on is pretty much everywhere on Onigashima, it's utter fights. It's pretty much all out chaos. It's an all out battle. So because of this, that means they can split up and go do their own things, take care of their own things, and help out in the fight against Kaido to save Wano. You do get a little bit of a discussion with Izo and Kiku, and Izo's kind of asking like Kiku like how she's feeling because her arm's cut off. But Kiku's pretty much saying like, I'm fine, I just have this itch. And it's pretty much her just making this itch of the fact that she wants to win this war for Odin's sake, and that itch won't go away till Kaido has been defeated. Again, you get a flash, but you get the flashback moments you saw in the Odin backstory. Stuff that, you know, the anime could honestly omit, but whatever, it is what it is. So yes, anyways, they all go their separate ways, and they plan to go do their own things. So yeah, now Kiku's going with Kinemon, and pretty much Kiku tells Kinemon that she'll be the one to take down Kanjuro, since she kind of since she kind of feels like she's responsible for that. So yeah, and Kinemon's okay with that. We actually cut over to Nekomamushi, and he actually runs into Shinshillian and the one freaking monkey that looks like the monkey from freaking Toy Story. I forgot his name too. Whatever. Pretty much Shinshillian just lets Nekomamushi know that the one that killed Pedro, he is here on Onigashima. And the fact that Wanda and Carrot had some trouble with him. And pretty much this hypes up Nekomamushi, and he's like, oh, really? The guy that killed Pedro. And again, Shishili makes a reference, like, if it wasn't for his sacrifice, Straw Hat wouldn't have got here up to this point. We wouldn't even be raiding that. So Nekomamushi pretty much flies over to wherever, well, we see where Perospero's at. But he pretty much is going to go confront Perospero in a way to get revenge on Perospero for what he did to Pedro. So yes, that's what happens there. We cut over to Momonosuke, Yamato, and Shinobu. Pretty much Yamato made this Momonosuke dummy and said, well, because of this, you have nothing to worry. They'll think I'm holding you and stuff like that. Pretty much Momonosuke and Shinobu know that she just wants to freaking fight and participate in the battle. So yeah, they're like, okay, you can just go fight. So yeah, Yamato pretty much also asked Momonosuke, hey, can you still hear Luffy's voice? And Momonosuke is like, yeah, I can hear his voice. But that's when Momonosuke realizes he only hears two voices, which are Kaido and Luffy, because they're the only two fighting on Onigashima. Yamato brings up that. Yamato pretty much is alerted by that, and she pretty much leaves in an instant. So I'm guessing she's on her way to try to assist Luffy. Only guess. Pretty much Momonosuke looks at his father's journal, and pretty much is just like, I never knew most of the things he did were in here were like actually written down, yada yada yada. Shinobu's kind of peeking. We cut over to Sanji, who is holding Zoro in pretty much a gigantic cast that I'm guessing Law put him in. And pretty much he's holding him and he's fighting off these Beast Pirate members, who these Beast Pirate members are making a mention of the bounty numbers of how, high Zoro and Sanji are. So they want to pretty much stop them so they can get the bounty money. Zoro, he's still conscious though. He's just telling Sanji, hey, can you keep it down? Can you fight more quietly? And obviously Sanji is very pissed off that he's stuck with babysitting duty of protecting Zoro pretty much. So yes, we have no cut to what Jinbei's doing, no cut to what Robin or Brooke are doing. We do cut over to Chopper. He's still in his fight with Queen. And pretty much he's telling Queen, hey, what you did is wrong and you need to use your science for good. And what you're doing, you're just abusing and using people. But Queen is just like, please don't give me this freaking, judgmental BS you're spewing at me. I don't care. It looks like freaking Chopper's gonna make another attack before Queen, but then he gets shot by candy arrows that are from Perospero. Pretty much Perospero's like, I remember you, freaking dude. This time I'll kill you, pretty much. So he's in the main hall area, and it looks like Chopper is ganged up 2-on-1. Queen is actually kind of like, hey, what the hell are you doing? This is my fight. I didn't ask you to help me, pretty much. So yeah, that's where that is. I'm only guessing Nekomamushi will show up and confront Perospero, giving Chopper the time to go back on the offensive to fight Queen. So yes, we cut back to the top of Onigashima. Luffy is pretty much fighting Kaido and is just pretty much dishing out all his typical Gumu Gumino attacks, just with Ryu infused with it. So we see how he's doing Gatling. We see he used like Grizzly Magnum. And again, like I said, he's using the Ryo, imbued with it. So they're pretty much clashing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you got all this like Conquerors hockey going all over the place and stuff like that. And they're pretty much fighting. And throughout this fight, you see them multiple times through the clashes. They're just smiling. And Kaido, is like, come on, Straw Hat, keep smiling for me. Keep smiling. Don't you think this is fun? And pretty much Luffy is like, no, I don't really think this is fun right now. So you can be the only one that smiles. I could care less. I'm just here to defeat you, pretty much. And that's kind of where we're left off right then and there. Next week, it seems like we're going to get a majority part of the battle again, with very great animation again, like always. The last part of the episode cuts back to what's going on with the Big Mom thing after last week's episode with Big Mom's whole thing. Ulti is obviously pissed off at the fact that Big Mom took down Page 1. And pretty much this is when Nami and Usopp try to beg the villains, like, hey, they first started beg Big Mom to like, hey, can you take on that bad lady? She did the thing that you're mad about. And Big Mom's like, oh, please, I don't give a crap. You're next. You don't order me, you don't order me around, you damn Straw Hats, pretty much. And then they try to turn Ulti on Big Mom and say, hey, come on, please, I know we did these bad things, but can you please help us, please? And Ulti's like, oh, please, I'm not done with you yet. You keep running away and then you're gonna freaking get your asses kicked. And it looks like, and then they get shocked off, so they try to run away on Komachio, but pretty much Ulti freaking headbutts Komachio instantly fast, knocks Komachio out. So Otama, Nami, and Usopp are all off Komachio. Pretty much, Ulti is mad at Komachio for always running away, so she starts to kick Komachio. But Otama gets involved in this, and she's like, please don't hurt Komachio. He's my friend. And freaking Ulti just looks back, and she's like, I don't give a fuck, pretty much. She freaking pretty much slaps or cuts Otama. And Big Mom and Nami are both very shocked by this result. And pretty much Big Mom is pissed off because she has a connection to Otama and she sees Otama as a friend. And she's like, you attacked Otama, you're gonna pretty much pay for that. And Ulti's like, oh really, bring it on. But all of a sudden we have it to where Nami attacks Ulti, presumably looks like she knocked her out, and pretty much she gives off this pissed off look, but she's not knocked out because pretty much Nami at the end of the episode said, I'm gonna kick her ass. But pretty much we have it to where Nami is visibly upset, very pissed off. And she pretty much ended the episode off saying, you see, the one thing I absolutely can't stand for and I hate in people is if they attack children. I'm going to, and pretty Usopp's like, hey Nami, what are you doing? And pretty much, and he's like telling Nami like, hey, we need to get out of here, we need to run. And Nami's like, nah, I'm not fucking running anymore. I'm gonna kick her ass right here, right now, pretty much. And that's where we're left off on our cliffhanger. Obviously pissed off. So one thing we know is don't piss off Nami, right? We already know. If you watched One Piece for years, you already know the worst thing to do is piss off Nami, because she will kick your ass, zap your ass, whatever she would do. Anyway, you know, I don't know. Personally, I'm a Nami fan. I would do nothing to try to piss off Nami. Because she's hot, whatever. So yeah, that's the whole thing there. So it looks like Nami is not going to be running no more, and she's going to stand her ground, and I'm guessing she's going to be fighting Ulti. What the hell am I talking about? I already know what happens in the manga, so I'm not going to spoil it for my anime only people, but yeah, she looks like she's going to be fighting Ulti now. So cool. I guess it makes sense in Nami's character to protect or defend Otama and get that very pissed, because, you know, typically she's very protective of children. And coming from her background, where the fact that when she was a kid, she was practically abused by Arlong, it makes sense where she's coming from. You know, she doesn't like to see the standpoint of these kids in these other countries pretty much being abused because of evil pirates, pretty much. So yeah, but other than that, solid episode, very quick, to the point. They just went all over the place. But next week, if you watch the next episode preview, the animation looks crazy again, so I'm definitely looking forward to next week. So yes, but anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of One Piece, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more One Piece content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. If you are a manga fan and you do watch my anime reviews for One Piece, I will be doing the One Piece manga chapter review that will come out tomorrow. I already read it, and it is deserving of getting a review on the channel. Like I said, if you guys don't know, I only review One Piece manga chapters based on my opinion of them, if they're big enough to talk about. And my God, was this chapter big enough to talk about? I won't spoil it, but if you want to get my thoughts on the manga chapter for One Piece, check out my thoughts tomorrow morning. Hopefully I can get it out before the NFL game starts coming out. I'll probably have to get up. They release at 8 o'clock a.m. So I'll record those. I'll record the freaking chapter review, get them up to YouTube before NFL football starts, and my day is just done watching NFL football. But anyways, guys, catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your evening and our day, or whenever you're on this video. Till then, guys, peace.